Hi guys. Let's get it up. Let's get a breakdown. This is a Friday Night Smackdown. It was a really good show tonight. So, so let's get a breakdown tonight of Friday Night Smackdown. It was a really good show tonight. So, so if you want to buy something, like I can put a link on my YouTube store. This is coming very soon. I want to announce that about a couple of months, and I will let you guys know. So to get one of application, below on my screen, right here at the bottom of my screen, bottom of my screen, my love application below. So I don't forget to so, so I don't forget to like, subscribe, and then just smash the bell on the top below. And we get 2 separate ways, and so much more. So let's go break down tonight's Smackdown. So it was a really good title show. So let's go. I'll go with Smackdown tonight. I'll go with, I say, 8 without a 9. It was a really good show tonight. I just loved it. So let's go live right here. So after the first off, we have the Milky Nightmare. Cody Rhodes holds a garage. So this was after a video recap of the Royal Rumble. Is another shots of top superstars has arriving at this for you. It was Drew McIntyre made his way. He was marching down to the ring to kick things off at the show. Well, so just it was before Drew could Cody get the entire ring. And when Cody Rhodes attacked him from behind, and it was began beating him up until it was security guard had to separate them. So that wasn't until the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes grabbed a my time, and Hammer just cut a skirting promo onto the man after who eliminated him from the Rumble. So Jesse was after he was claiming to have a boss pencils after for some reason, and Cody Rhodes ended his third promo and he stood at the WrestleMania sign when he pointed at the sign. After he was knowing his path, the event was still unclear. And this was an epic way to kick things off at the title show with a little full absence in a promo that it didn't last any longer. Then Lunacy just had a crowd hot for the rest of the entire show. Well, so here's the next match. So we have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, taking on against Kiana James and Sonya. So also last time in full absence, so Rhea Ripley and Io Sky and Stephanie Fakir has undefeated Summit Day Raw on January 26. Cody and Kiana James win a triple threat tag team match on Smackdown January 24. Will also after Nick Aldis was shown he was asking to leave City Area for his own good. After we went down to the back and to the ring for the women's tag title match. After of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky has undefeated the belts against Kiana James and Sonya, and Rhea Ripley and Kiana James had a beef things as it was before, and Sonya has been tagging in and was the man Io Sky calm into the whole face hole. The U.S. champion. He won it seems of strikes and marked that it wasn't of the sky and was before the height followed made and the hope paid for it in the entire women's tag team division. But Andrew was in WWE has a toxic to EBBB and for Andrew recent months and also have been increased for a Texas place also times it thanks to the full height yes a profile top stars has played heavy involved. So Rhea Ripley and Io Sky has been a great death babyface team, and Sonya and Kiana James have honored the loop into its soul was even where Sonya and Bart much stronger than Kiana James in singles matches. They gave the Sabians a good challenge this week. I had just about had a good energy from our four women's, but the outcome was pretty predictable after overcoming the closer call. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky got the pick up the win to retain their titles. So in the winner of this match, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So Io Sky is very popular, but the fault with asses Rhea Ripley got make her look like a rock star. So speaking to Wayne Barrett, this kind of made a dozen Cody Rhodes. After we focused on commentary that probably a few hundreds of real for most people. I think it's easy to underestimate saying Kiana's size, and that you see her next to someone like Ripley and Kiana James is universally medical. I used a stunning dive and was Io Sky hit towards to end as a title match and was wildly almost ended up the face planting into the floor. So here's a next match. We have United States Championship Open Challenge. So we have Kamala Hayes against the A-lister The Miz. Also last time in fought as The Miz and lost at Rumble at Royal Rumble POE and Kamala Hayes has undefeated Ray Phoenix on Smackdown, January 30th. I think we thought we were going to see if the Dragunov signs was the United States service, but yes, it ended up playing. So yes, it was until the Miz from in past days to indications. I just said A-lister went right. I just said it should have been but once. And just that the bill had wrong. I think he wrote more expressive and then he has a quote sometime, but Mono didn't take too long to begin falling back. So I just said that this whole story between these two has gone on longer. Wasn't that it has needed to, but adding is it rocking off just in the mix has helped keep it fresh. And these three men have fought at several times in every combination possible, so it feels like a triple threat is free was award a free interval. And in Kamalo Hayes has been a factor in every was adding he had set US champion and he once again to help the Miz put on his the best his the performance. It wasn't mainly Hayes got to pick up the win, but both men came away from just looking great. So, any winner on this match, Kamalo Hayes. So, it wasn't until Ethan Drucker not putting up more of a fight to be a silence this week. I just seem out of this canceled work until the Miz hit Hayes with what might be surface shot. I think he has a little and the sound it made was loud. And just the way the Miz conjured a frog splash and turned it into a pin, it was looked smooth. So here's the next match for the women's qualifying match at a American symbol. So we have Latin Lesson taking on against Southern Green against Terry Stratton. So I did last time in full Latin Lesson, Terry Stratton and Southern Green all lost to the Rumble at Royal Rumble. Wasn't after all three winners came up short on Saturday as the Rumble. Southern Green, Terry Stratton, and Latin Lesson stepped into the ring for a chance to was completed in the American symbol. It was Terry of TV. Latin Lesson said Southern Green was outside the ring and took care of all before and they took the fight of each all. After the former United States champion has recovered and ended up hitting a dive either from the top rope and into the floor it was before. Another wrestler grabbed her out with a big boot to send us into a break. Wasn't all three women's filled a different roles in this match. Last Lesson was a powerhouse, Hill and Timmy Strand was a typical babyface, and Southern Green felt somewhere between the entire crowd has loved. Well, Southern Green, but she is great at getting them to feel for her opponents too. I just said about it had some highlights, but it also had a few moments that didn't look as good as the soul. None of them. So also when the entire match was true in effect, the last couple of minutes were a lot of fun. Timmy Strain got to the pick up to the win with it promises missile able to arise just a massive symbol. So in the winner of this match, Timmy Strain. So after we saw such a fair package, it was for Dallas. After insert Riot 6 had a fair promo, there was a strategy at South Dakota, and we also saw Terry Strand in Southern Green Harry Basti's and the cases before in this match. 96 may not have been competing, but she is going to ending up and was taking a few bumps by casting Terry Strand in Southern Green and doing dives. After sentencing Simplex, Terry Strand hit on Southern Green almost. It's going to end it badly due to how Southern Green wasn't with bonnets probably in almost if it into long passing. So here's the next match. So we have Kate Wilson. Here we go. 1-on-1 against Alba. Yeah. Alba Framing. So over the last time in 4 passes, Kate Wilson has undefeated Paula Cruz into the main event on January 23rd. Alba Framing lost the Rumble at Royal Rumble. So Kate Wilson came to the ring and gave Alba Palmer about toxic. This was mostly he focusing on the Royal Rumble and got the entire crowd to say toxic. Every time he's being said, and he put out an open silence to everyone who was into the Rumble with him. And it was answered by Alba Framing. And just the rule was pointed to document to Kate Wilson with a couple of moves to get the audience win of his entire career. And this match was so fast that there is no way to emulate it. It was mostly all into moves. So in the winner of this match, Alba Framing. I just said the video that recap of some of the Rumble and did a good job recapping the matches in less than 2 minutes. And Kate Wilson, I think his character might be dumb. It was. but he was pretty funny. Added into his in this promo. Well, we saw Jimmy Priest was shown he was crossing over previous maps with R2 at backstage. So, between Secret Fight 2, the siblings has many enemies. Well, wasn't Andrew going to begin his promo at the top as the title show, and was Drew McIntyre came back out to the title ring to give it all shot. Well, this was before he could speak to Secret Fight 2 and was attacking him from behind. After he took the Scottish Royal hands down with a hang Scottish dive, and was before taking out a bunch of security guards, Andrew who tried to break it up to the fight. Into this was most critical than the fight between Rose and Jim McIntyre was already in it didn't lead to Signify 2 was giving a promo, but it was any Timmy moments that the champion should be a target for everyone. Also in this title roster, and WWE has done a good job of causing to McIntyre has a man with many enemies. So here's the next match. So we have Tama Tonga against Shinsuke Nakamura. So also last time, in full essence, Shinsuke Nakamura lost to AJ Styles at Sunday Night Main Event, January 24th. After the NFTs has been undefeated the Riot 6 or Smackdown, January 23rd. So I have two men who have history was dating back several years to their time back in New Japan. So they are stepping into the ring for a fight this week when Shinsuke Nakamura faced Tama Tonga, and it has these two have a handful of a castle victory to build up to this showdown. And Tama Tonga has been in WWE for almost 2 years, but this match might be the first time that he has looked like a threat, has a surgical act. I think he has the most gossip has survived, has a husband for surgical. I just thought it was great to see him get a chance to have his own program. Well, I think he controlled Shinsuke Nakamura for almost up to the fourth half into commercial break. I just think the King of Strong Style made a comeback, and when we returned, but he still had a point about Tama Tonga, his audience at the ringside. So this was funny to CC Mattel and Tucker got involved, and Hope Tonga get a dirty win to all Shinsuke Nakamura. Added with his is his biggest singles victory to a date in WWE. So, in the winner of this match, Tama Tonga. So, I didn't until Nick Aldis was song he was turning signified to leave celebrating or he will lose his sense to be in a singles match into next week. It seems like the MFTs might be losing the freeboard role was at the time because Talent was not carrying one of the belts. So Tonga Loa and Sissy Mato had them. So Tonga had a move that was very smart to close roles, but he twisted a different way, also a way down. So here's the next match. So Agent of Lee Morgan and Mikhail Rodriguez against C. Cargill and Son Grace. So it wasn't until Nick Aldis welcomed to Lee Morgan to the ring to talk about winning the Royal Rumble, and Mikhail Rodriguez was by her side, but said the rest of Summit Day was absence. I usually talk about having to pick between say Cargill or stealing for kill. I did for her women's title side, but she said into WrestleMania is not the only thing on her mind. So this was until it was Mikhail took a mic from her, and when said she wanted to address the elephant into the room, but Cargill was a hit, but she could say more. And she has been warning to Lee Morgan against Leslie Hope before and was getting in Mikhail's face. So, alternative Son Grace has selected a party. It was like Nick Aldis has brought a tag match. So just that got started right away, and then Morgan and Mikhail were both painted with the spine buster was a powerhouse who normally begin. They are arguing about who would be so illegal compared as St. John's Soul went to the plate. Anya said assessment that lead to into the match was pretty standard stuff, but the Morgan agency helped make it more irritating to a fight that followed that we saw to lead to a kill is been taking out the Morgan with a big boot. Sonny Grace ended up getting the win for her team by forcing Mikhail into save, and then after wanting her up, I wanted this wasn't a bad match. I think it doesn't leave a lasting impossible either. So, in the winner of this match, Sonny Grace and Shade Cargill. So, I knew at backstage it was Sonny Gatto most of backstage. So he was looking very depressed, and Candice LeRae couldn't snap him out of it, and they were pretty exciting and Michael machine guns had no interest in helping him. So, Agent of the Morgan looked fussy and the lead seat even gave Nick Oz a high five. It was worried how it looked like it was Mikhail, and the Morgan were going to argue, but in the end, it seemed fine 8 minutes later. So, here's the main event. So we have men's qualified match. So we have Randy Orton, ex-Pro, against Oscar Black, against Solo Sikoa. So Orton lost him in 4 ounces. Oscar Black lost to Jamie Priest on Smackdown January 2nd, and Sikoa and Orton lost the Rumble at Royal Rumble. Well, Drew McIntyre finally got to give his promo and talk about feelings was insulted by Roman Reigns, including CM Punk. So this was implying that the world title meant more than the Jamie Championship, and he had a quick doesn't with Trick Williams. It was before leaving. Well, after the break, we got to the main event with Randy Orton, Oscar Black, and Tulsa Cut competing for one of the spots into the Mr. Symbols match. They used all 3 very different kinds of has a performance, but all 3 are talented. It wasn't enough to work with just about anybody, so it took them no time at all to find their groove. So this match followed to typical layout of a triple threat, and we got to see every combinations of opponents fight to one-on-one. Argument between a moments of all 3 men has been funny at once to sprinkle in. And this is weird note, and this is so it never felt like anyone was at it was made to icon. So this was hard to point because all 3 men will be just all compares inside of just singles match. I knew this was not the best match of the night. It was only a lovely main event, and they did a good job keeping everyone on your toes until they going to end. So Fumble scored to the win with an RKO to Sikoa and earning him a spot in his 10th singles match. So, in the winner of this match, Randy Orton. So this was until it was Nick Aldis has been booking a title match between Sonya Grace and Sadie Carter for next week. So I have been seeing Sonya figure stand next to Orton makes it look even spontaneously, causing is Randy Orton has to lose set the squats where he stumps on classic body parts in his mask in recent years. So if it was built, it was fun seeing him to do it to both opponents at once. So if it was until it was Trick Williams lost the atomic maps from the away side, but then it so the commentary team for some reasons. So this is the final award. So when the Orchid is heading to the Amazing Symbol, is the final award. So Friday's Magic was a good follow-up this episode, just a Royal Rumble, because it did a good job just busting recapping Superior E and setting up to Master Symbol at the same time. So this was how it was a real as classic this week was how it is a full acid heavy, so it was felt not only did and it not wasn't any very long promo announcements, but we got same masses with its more and the most WWE POE these days. I just think Arena's top division was highlight across the sweet masses with a total of 11 talents competing so more but involved in non-wrestling roles. So this was until Hayes is a man said the best match of the overnight and we Ripley and Air Sky against Sawyer and Chaotic Things was a close second. So this was a strong full episode that did a good job laying the groundwork for the ensemble, and next week's Smackdown will be on Spotify next week. So it was a really good Smackdown tonight. I really liked it. So let's go into the full notes in a few minutes. So Randy Orton has passed his ticket to Ensemble. So he's CM Punk, and he knows a little something about the Bills. I say Chicago Bills and Green Packers and just rivalries and CM Punk. So I think let me see and he did it because it is less than 24 hours in due. So this must be my it. His Simi Gavava. He was at the store. So I was thinking about we're getting a new games of medicine. So Booker T could see Sophia has no health pays, but induce has a new NXT games of medicine. I think Sophia might be good at being at NXT, has games of medicine. So what do you guys think about your jobs about Sylvia has a new NXT against the middle of this. I think she wants to wrestle into the WWE and not a massive role. I think. So, yeah, but Kamala has an NXT CM. It will be extra lit. And we haven't seen Kamala since. Because he has a baby now. So this is what's doing the Scumio. So we haven't seen Kamala since. Because she's carrying her baby around. So I think, and we haven't seen her since. I think. So let me look it up quick. So I think hold on. So it wasn't until Kamala, a former WWE superstar, last competed in WWE back in March last year's 2023 in her under contract with the public company that expired in February last year of 2025. So if he has not wrestled since, and then is now focusing on her new career outside of wrestling, I think so. I need to be honest. So do you think Sylvia might be a new and she gets a medicine, I think. So let us know about live super sad. So what's so wait so what's your thoughts about Sylvia has a new NXT gets a medicine, so of a live super sad comment in the bottom of my screen right here. So what do you guys think? So I've been hearing about that other person is heading to AEW very soon. Oh, there's more. Was it also news that it says denied so Miss Grant requested for discovery in her lawsuit against Vince McMahon and WWE, but is allowing her to renewed, said Mrs. Ladle. I just the assistant moves to the case for the after 7 months of losing a while away just worrying. So that's coming out soon. But now, I think. So, I think So, according to those spoken to the beef, I listened to a point that Ace's death is not done and wrestling some chemistry. I really think so. Okay, moving on. So let me see. So let's go to WWE highlights for a night. So let me see. So Andrew was is wondering about I'm glad to see Jamaica was finally get a sense to responding, but I expected Drew to choose wasn't mine with his response. This couldn't feel flat to me, but yes. WWE Championship isn't the main championship, but CM Punk Roman Reigns made toward heavyweight championship more to independent. So I think so. Let me see. I had a whole promo, but by Drew McIntyre was great with someone still doesn't think he's on a same level has a Punk in between Roman Reigns. Then once again I don't know what to tell you. So do you think we might finally be getting a Raw versus Smackdown match at a 7 series again soon? I think. So this has to be the best week of WWE promos in a long time. So I love the promo. Hopefully it leads to the announcement Raw versus SmackDown at SR series. So that's what I was thinking about that. I think so. Until Trick Williams has been interrupted. So I need to McIntyre says didn't like set away you want, but you deserve that's a child. I will see you beat Roman Reigns. You can do it, and you will fight the sin. It was true that Roman Reigns part-timer had hope that a fight champion. It's why it would be better for you to do it. I think so. Let me see a couple things here. So here's a new screenshot at JB2K26. Looks like so. Let's just hit the polls right away. So let me see here. So we got 100% like it so tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's get my ace poll. So we got 100% like it so tonight on Smackdown. 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go to a couple more pre-notes here. It's stemming for kill. Check this out 4 hours ago. I haven't heard from Sabria for a very long time. It has no has page. I think I just multiple times maybe. So Kenneth Cross has the next opponent on March 4th. So I really think so. So Royce Keith made his SmackDown debut tonight on SmackDown as well. This guy screams and pull because it's multiple 7 steps. I hope David doesn't fumble with him like did to say Cargill. So so do you think Royce Keith could feud with Damian Priest? I think. Or he might could feud with I think a couple more names. I was just to I'm gonna say Oscar Black against Royce Keith on SmackDown debut. Might find he's all again. I really think. So here's take a look. So let's take a look at this screenshot here. Looks like in this game. There's a couple more screenshots on this game. So his World Tag Team title belts looks like to just use 2K26. So I might discuss about this game, and I might talk about that in a few months until this game comes out. And I might do, and then we do. So I might do review this game, 2K26, to review a couple more games to use. I might talk about that this weekend. So you guys know enemy module. So let me see. So I think about MCF turned down a just under contract by offer from WWE. So when he was 22 years old in order to sign with AEW, I think I got signed at the age of 19 to a wrestling promotion called Muscle League Wrestling. It was I went home to get a single that young. I wanted maybe a championship deal, and then at knocking to bring off of me a under contract, and AEW came knocking to bring off of me a contract, and I went with All Elite Wrestling because I believe it's a basic statement of All Elite Wrestling. It's really the best meant to wrestle. I think so. So do you think MCF does numbers in AEW, but he do numbers in WWE? I think so. Where he made the right shoes in a few couple of years, he could go to WWE and be a star deal. So, what do you guys think of live super chat? Comment below. So I'm gonna keep him where he might be at soon, I think. So I just want now he can't go to the WWE at 30 years and be a big time player. I think, yeah, because MCF under contract might be up until 2027. So if he might sign with WWE. So I think he made the right choice. His schedule will have been trimmed down. Possibly his only the only reason I had and was in AEW. So let me see MCF on your contract might be up. So let me see. So my assistant Freeman MCS currently on your contract with AEW after signing a new deal, unless has been reported to be worth around $15 million per year. So he might make a return to AEW very soon. And he has come back after a paid off before recovering from injuries. So I think under his age, so let me a couple of things here. So tonight marks the fourth Smackdown in a new era for WWE. So I think so. Hold on, let me see. I think it was into a 2 week from now, and, and when we into the even new era, it was. So I think I guess the next new era is going will last in April 20th, 2026. It's coming soon. So that's us as whole. So I think so. MCS says he turned down a WWE under contract when he was 22 years old to sign with AEW at the age of 22. WWE came knocking to bring off of me a under contract. I think. So I'm going to talk a lot of things. Lately, hopefully I think. So I think what he said. Let me see. So do you think Candice LeRae or Sonya Go heading to NXT? I think. So Sonya Go gonna turn face and go to Raw to fight set of forces, and Candice keeps going to fight for the IC title and everything will be fine. So, and this is what DIY instead of having them go so long and then let someone beat that evil hell. He can be in like someone gonna beat that babyface he can beat and they kind of get to the main roster available. So, I think to be, my opinion is, he should be in NXT, his real home. So, what do you think? So, I think goes down to NXT for a bit to remember who 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 he is, who he was. So I believe he in see about go to NXT, I got to think there isn't much longer for Jimmy Reed. When that's the case, I expected them to go to TNA unless someone gets in the ears and talks up AEW. So I think they need to leave WWE totally. They're not done anything good for someone to go and turn us away. I think. So I hope they head to NXT. I think he might. So I think his belongs in NXT only. I think he might. Yeah, he's going back to NXT. So just as a whole. So that's it for this week. So thank you for watching tonight's Smackdown review and just for recap. I was a great entitled So I think Carl isn't trying to reason with, and that's not your good brother. Messing guns. That's interesting. So let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I think he looks younger than 2008. So I'm gonna wrap this up right here tonight. So I'm gonna wrap this up. So have a great Friday, and hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll be back here next week for Monday Night Raw, and so much more. So to get more schedule, Spotify, Occupy, Spotify Radio, and podcast anything, and so much more. So have a great Friday, and let us know about live episode below. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna go live on Monday for Monday Night Raw and so much more. So have a great night. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.